Alright, YouTube, I am here to give you another update. It's been about 2 weeks, I believe, since I've given you guys an update on the '07 gsxr 600 turbo build. Quite a bit's changed. Originally, I was going to run with just a standard plenum. I'm actually going to do a water-to-air setup starting out. I'm going to dyno both of them because the kits that I sell, both plenums will be offered, water-to-air and standard. This is the standard one, standard plenum. I'm in the process of working on the water to air, which I'll show you in a second. I actually did a mock-up stand with a frame and an engine, so I can, move it over to my table to weld if I have anything that, needs to be tacked up while it's on there, test fitment, and then I can just transfer it to the bike. So I'm gonna build all my turbo kits off this stand. My original setup is actually for sale. Which is the turbo charge pipe plenum. It'll come with a plenum. And you can use it for either 600 or 750. I make a plenum for both. Mine's a 600. But, the only difference will be your plenum. I've added in the charge pipe the blow-off valve, which the kit will come with the charge pipe setup without the blow-off valve. I'm keeping that for my, I'm going bigger on my setup with a bigger turbo. So the original setup will be for sale. It comes with the charge pipe. It comes with a brand new wastegate, 7 psi spring. I didn't do an update on the first run of the bike. I've actually rode it since I've last did an update. It's nice. It's really nice. It wouldn't build boost all the way. Well, it built boost, but it wouldn't continue through boost. It was running out of fuel. I just took it out just to see, how it felt on the boot with boost on a 600. And I didn't have the one-to-one regulator or anything hooked up, so it was literally stock pump and stock injectors. So, which can be used, but you're gonna need to have a one-to-one regulator hooked up, so it increases fuel pressure to give you more fuel. Or allow you to get more fuel through tuning, so which I didn't do. I just took it out and ran it. So I'll kind of give you an idea on what my current setup I'm dealing with. So the water to air setup I'm going to do, it's actually going to be a dual chamber cooler. There's going to be stacks in here. I am going to be making some more stacks. I'm probably going to make them a little bit more wider on the ends, but they'll set in like that. Water to air plenum. This is actually bigger than the standard size. The standard sizes that they use for like at least the 08 1000 plenums that they sell, it's about half the size of this one. So I'm going for a little bit more cooling. I'm going to try to make a little bit more power with it. So how it's going to be set up is you have one end cap that's got a stop in the middle. That's where it separates it. So the water is going to come in at the bottom, cross through here. It'll come up and back through this chamber and out, which is going to go down to a heat exchanger that's going to be on the front of the radiator. I haven't made that yet. I haven't figured out what I'm going to use yet to make it. I'll do an update on that itself. But as far as the design goes on this, everything will stay the same with the straps. You'll still have the straps that'll go run down here to the frame to hold this down. It's pretty solid without them. But actually, when I ran it with the standard plenum, I didn't even have the straps on, and it didn't come off under boost. I'm going to put them on there anyways, just for safety. There's no telling how much, one of you guys may want to try to put to it. So yeah, that's the update on the plenum. The charge pipe, I figured that part out as far as where I'm going to put the blow-off valve. Now, there are other areas you can put it. My plenums that I designed are a little bit bigger than what I've seen some of the other ones. So, I have my own theory behind it using, the bigger one versus the smaller one. So I try to maximize the space of what I can use making my plenum, so there isn't room for a blow-off valve unless you would go with like a small one. That's completely up to you. I can put mount on there for one to be mounted. I'm personally running mine in the charge pipe, and where that would go is this sits in there like so, and this sticks out here. Let's see if I can get that so you can see it. That one, that cooler's in the way. This charge pipe piece is set up for the standard, so it won't work for the cooler style, but it kind of gives you an idea on where it sits at. This one here comes all the way down to about the bottom of the frame. I'm gonna angle out with aluminum here and box this in and send the charge pipe directly into there. So, let's see, I think there's anything else. Yeah, I think I already said it, the original is gonna be for sale. That comes with header, turbo, charge pipe, plenum, and and a wastegate. So the blow off valve isn't included. I'm gonna keep that. The only reason I'm selling the wastegate with it, it's a brand new wastegate, is because it's internal wastegate and I'm going to external. The new turbo that I'm running is actually bigger. It arrived today, and I'll do an update on that separate, and kind of go into detail on why I chose it. But it is bigger, and it's set up for external, so I'm gonna have to build unfortunately, an external wastegate setup. I do have the flange that will go with the turbo for you to build your own dump pipe, or I can make one for you. Let me see. Let's see. As far as fueling goes, I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was still trying to figure out what I was going to do to run E85. I figured that out. I emailed a couple of companies about finding injectors, and I found a company that's actually local. First gen Honda S2000 injectors can be used. Now, some people say they're direct bolt-in, some say they aren't, so I really don't know. Once I get them, I'm assuming they aren't, so I'm going to modify my fuel rail to hold them. If that means making spacers forward or whatnot, I'll do an update on that. God, I gotta do a lot of updates. I'll do an update on that to show you how I was able to get it to work. And if they are direct bolt in, then perfect. Let's work for me. Let's work for you guys if you guys decide to run bigger injectors. I think that's about it as far as what I wanted to go over. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I don't even know if there's a way you can direct message on here. Yeah, just leave them in the comments, and then answer them the best way I can. Also, if you're interested in doing a kit for something other than 06, 07, 600, 750, let me know. I have a guy out of North Carolina that shipped me some parts. I'm building one for him right now, and he's got a 2011 gsxr 600, which the 11 through current would be the same. So I know the header, so I'm building a header for his. I'm building a plenum for his and modifying his throttle bodies. So the throttle bodies will be a little bit different, actually quite a bit different from 06, 07. But I figured out a way to use them so he can use a plenum. I'm also in the process of talking to my machinist to see if he can make something like some type of a 3D cutout to where make plates that come on and off the throttle bodies, because on those 11 to current, you have to screw those. The airbox screws on through. The airbox screws onto the throttle bodies, so you have to. There's screws inside your airbox. So I'm trying to make something to where it attaches their seals and then has stacks on it to where you can hook a plenum up to it. Right now, he just wants to weld short stacks directly to it, which is okay. It'll work. There's nothing wrong with that. But if he ever takes the turbo kit off, he won't be able to use those throttle bodies anymore. It's a turbo application only, which he's okay with because they're a second set that he has. So he's going to have one for non-turbo, one for turbo. So if you have that luxury and you do have an extra set, or you just don't care and want to modify yours, then that's fine. You know, you can modify them, or you can send them to me and I'll modify them for you. If not, then I'm in the process of trying to figure out a way to where it'll be removable. Once I get that done, I'll do a whole nother thing on that. I'm getting a lot of interest in kits for bikes other than 0607. I kind of went with the 0607 because that's what I have, you know. But yeah, so just stay tuned. I will do another update when I do some more. The next time I, you know, have the bike running, I'll take a video of it. I forgot last time. I was too excited about taking the damn thing out. Yeah, stay tuned, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments.